cannot read what the truck. I don't know if Derek and Tully named any of them, but they haven't officially named. Derek, George Floyd, different. In their 12 p.m. or 12 a.m. press conference, totally false. Inside that building going up. Hopefully you can see still over here. There we go. Derek Chauvin, two towel officers. Apprehend George Floyd. You all already probably know the story. Do it as it's taken. Basically, they're apprehending him for what's allegedly a $20 check forgery. When they get there, they say later that they called the ambulance when he suffered a medical distress. That were was a citizen, they released a video. Another person, a citizen, they released a video. And then Drag and Walk Restaurant, in some of their surveillance camera. Resisted arrest, and he definitely was suffering a medical distress. So essentially, when you look at how the police did direct with their narrative, super false. You wonder if John Elder, the public information officer of Minneapolis Police, will be fired. You wonder if they will change any of how they operate or protocols or standards and procedures when they come with these reports that it's only the police narrative that is then reverberated by the news, the corporate news, and then what people's resisting arrest and whatever else. He was check forging, so therefore it was okay if the police could. Because he was fighting back. But no, in reality, that's totally not the case. Time he was killed, why are you killing him? The other thing is the coronavirus pandemic time. The police are not supposed to be taking anybody into jail. Check forgery for $20 is not warranted in the pandemic. And so happened the 3rd precinct. There's so much. Wow. The lasers totally stopped this police from firing. And then the other officer was like, no, stop. Look at the people with the laser. And now they're signing at us. Like, we ain't got it. But those lasers are very effective on these shooters. I've seen multiple times different lasers get shown at a shooter, and they've stopped shooting because they lose their sight. The police use different types of lasers in the ways of lights, flashlights and other such things to try to stop cameras from recording them, and they use the light to make people, not be able to see what's happening. So anyways, the police response and the police narrative right away to the killing of George Floyd was incredibly inept and incredibly a symbol of the system that was built for this. And so you can see right away, I think 6 a.m. the next morning, 6 a.m., 7 a.m., something like that, Jacob Fry, the mayor of Minneapolis, came out and made a bold statement and said the officers should be fired, should be prosecuted. Can't remember specifically if he said they should be prosecuted right away, but I felt like he did. I felt like he said he was very emotional, and he felt like it was a black issue. It was a black and white issue where white supremacy was at the reign. The police are basically operating under a white supremacist regime and utilizing that power to then kill with impunity. And he wasn't trying to have it happen with impunity. We heard yesterday that Keith Ellison, the Attorney General, tried to say that he should wait for due process. We heard today Mike Freeman, Hennepin County Attorney, who is in charge of prosecuting the police, said that there might not be enough evidence to charge. So it is the response from the power structure here in Minneapolis is how we've got to this point. This is how we've got to this point. First of all, the police kill with impunity, and second of all, the way that they're operating this whole narrative and this whole system is so demeaning to all these people out here, and that's why they're out here. And so that's just my what's happening. These last couple of days have been sort of uprising in response to all of that. And from that, this is where we're at. There's a lot of different rumors going around, like the AutoZone person, the Umbrella AutoZone guy was a cop. My understanding is totally not true. There's rumors that people got killed by flashbangs. My understanding that is not happened. People have been seriously injured, yes. There was a person who got killed over property yesterday during the looting. When the person was expropriating some goods from a pawn shop, the pawn shop owner shot and killed him, from my understanding. Last night, live stream went down and got some more footage. We saw many places up and down Lake Street that were smashed all the way up. And at Chicago Lake, had going on there. There was 5 people standing with Chicago Lake Liquor. And Chicago Lake is 8 blocks up from Cup Foods and from the vigil site from where George Floyd was killed. This is all within a 30-40 block radius on the south side of Minneapolis. 38th of Chicago's 38th Street is notoriously, historically, a strong black community. It's also been strongly policed. The people who police it is this precinct, the 3rd precinct. The 3rd precinct has an interesting story as well. I think, I can't specifically, I should have went and looked it up before I I'll just let it serve and let you all do the research if you want more. But essentially, this not old, and this precinct was built with many millions of dollars of taxpayer money. And what was the expense of, what came at the expense of this precinct being built was 5 schools. They tried to shut down, I think, 6 schools, and I think 1 was saved. But from my understanding, from my memory, there was multiple schools that were closed, schools that were closed to house a new police precinct of these shooters right now, shooting at the community where it is not able to have schools. So you see the power dynamic. You see why people are throwing shit. You see why people are burning shit up. That's just my interpretation. 3rd precinct has a very nasty history, as I said, with Minneapolis as well. The 3rd precinct, I've also had a personal encounter with 3rd precinct officers. I got totally knocked out and beat up by 3rd precinct officers. Bryce Robinson and dang, I should have looked up all their names too. I think John Hanlon, a few others. In 2012, I was a youth worker and driving youth, and one of the moms was actually getting arrested forcefully by the police, 3rd precinct police. And I was like, hey, what's going on? And basically walked up to the scene, tried to get information from the mom. She's a single mom. I was the one who had her kid. What am I supposed to do? I'm a youth worker. I'm getting her kid. I'm a van driver. The police end up apprehending me, and not only did they apprehend me, the way that they came at me, because they said I was sort of interrupting their due process of an arrest. The way they came at me was to grab my head, put me in a headlock, and throw me on the ground, knocking me out, and leaving me there for like 15 minutes, and then charging me with a felony. So that was a very, it's indicative of how the police treat people. I am a white male, and so I got that treatment. Imagine, in general, I not being white, that treatment is much worse. I know that for sure. I've seen it firsthand. And that is just my interpretation of that as well. 3rd precinct are not, it's not a staple in the community. The community is not like, woohoo, the 3rd precinct. And from my interpretation of that, the history of it, I'm pretty sure they were not that happy when it happened to have a new 3rd precinct built. Anyways, many fires happened last night. Many buildings are now just totally gone. Police are just firing continuously right now. They're not in the front anymore. They don't even care about their precinct in the front. They've lost all control of how to police people. There was too many people. There's thousands of people on the street. This is the third night. Thousands of people. And there's no way that even their forces are able to control this. People are roving. People are moving. I've heard different things of, the state patrol being called in. The state patrol was here last night. There was many, many officers of state patrol on the front lines of the precinct last night. Possibly a National Guard was activated. I'm surprised actually they didn't put the city under martial law, to be honest. But then at the same time, you start to look at it like they don't have that control. I don't think they have the ability at this point. This is a genuine uprising. This is thousands of people. Like the whole parking lot. There's fires in it, there's parties in it, there's people seeking justice. There's hundreds of people out here on these streets. There's thousands back here. Try to say the police have control of this. It's not a reality. And it's all basically because of their actions. The way that these officers are pointing these weapons as well, like they're going for heads. They're not pointing it. They're not supposed to be going point blank like we saw earlier. We saw point blank shots. It's just not something that's cool. We're gonna move around a little bit and show you some of the rest of the scene as they shoot around us. People are using the cover of the Target parking lot to throw rocks. Other people are standing here. Chanting, "Don't shoot." That's tear gas. They're putting buckets and cones on it. People are breaching the side a little bit. Motherfuckers! How do we get here? Oh yeah. You want to talk at all?
What's that? What do you want me to talk about?
While you're on here, what brings you?
Well, I came out here. A bunch of us Native Americans are going to come out here and protect a bunch of other Native-owned businesses. And that's what got me down here. So we're watching for all Native. So the rioting and looting doesn't hit. Our people. What brings you out here?
To document.
To document?
Yep.
Yeah.
Cool. Thank you for talking. You want?
Relax. We out here. We're making a difference.
Yeah. Talk about that real quick.
Sober Squad? Okay, we're a grassroots organization that started in shit.
There you go. If you feel comfortable still talking, you can.
Yeah, no, we're a grassroots organization that out here advocating and changing social norms about, my eyes.
Yeah, it's tear gas.
Yeah, so changing social norms out here and trying to help people live a different way of life, and to help support, so I'm just out here spectating, and this is probably a moment in history, so, I gotta come be, shit.
All right, thank you for talking.
Yep.
Oh, shit. God damn. These tear gas are being shot because, like I said, people had sort of breached the side a little bit. We're going hard on the side, so I think they did both. From the top, they're shooting. Oof. I mean, it's whatever. It's tear gas. They're allowing traffic to go through. They're allowing local traffic to go through.
Hey, what up? How you doing?
Firefighters are here trying to put the fire out. It was raging. It surprises me how long it takes them to respond. It's packed people all over the side streets. That's the look of defeat, seems. If there's no water going through it, he's just sitting there. Or they're just like trying to get it to go through, and he's waiting. One of the two. Firefighters. Bring you back to the other action. I wanted to show you all that. It's kind of news media. Haven't seen much news media in the trenches.